Another Monday, December 4th, 2023. Well, let me start out by saying happy anniversary to my parents. It's their anniversary today. I think they've been married for 52 years, something like that. They can correct me. I can't believe it's that long. Can it be that long? I'm thinking of how old I am, and yeah, that's probably right. 52 years? Jeez. It's crazy. Happy anniversary. All right, so today was supposed to be the day that Evergrande, that's a big Chinese real estate company, they have like $1 trillion of exposure to all kinds of businesses, funds across the world that would basically lose all their money if it were liquidated, I guess. But they've been kicking the can for the last couple of years, and China has said today could have been the day. But apparently they've kicked the can again to January 29th. Because if this whole thing unwound right now, there'd be a lot of people underwater. And what would the ripple effect be? Could be pretty big. But it looks like they averted catastrophe for now. However, it doesn't fix the problem. Still holes in the ship, still sinking. It's just a matter of when's it all going to go under and when's the undertow going to take everything else nearby with it. So Evergrande apparently has staved it off for now. We'll see. The crypto market, it's been rising. Bitcoin is close to $42,000 today. And the narrative that I saw in the media is, well, with the possible approval of an ETF, Bitcoin's up. It doesn't matter. They're always going to have some reason. It'll be tension in the Middle East. That's why Bitcoin's up. But if it's a Bitcoin ETF that's causing Bitcoin to go up, why is gold going up? Because they're very similar assets, really. Hedge against the system, hedge against inflation, supposedly. Basically an alternative asset than the vampire casino chips. So why is gold doing well if Bitcoin's rising because of being a Bitcoin ETF? Why is gold rising? Why did silver kind of get a little bump? Why are these safe haven assets rising? Probably because people are realizing, hey, this system's not safe. Hey, they're going to continue to create a bunch of money. Hey, we might have some unwinding and some over-leveraged assets that might whip. It's like, I don't even know what it is. You're like a ceiling fan going too fast, and then eventually, the motor breaks and things fly everywhere. The blades fly, and this time you've got thorns. You've got these, like metal spikes on the end of the blades, like iron blades. When they start breaking, it starts destroying and ripping and shredding everything in the room. That's kind of what we're looking at. What's going to be that fan that breaks? Is it Evergrande? Is it something else? It's Everfan, one of those things. But people realize the system is so precarious right now. I think there's that motivation, that need, and maybe it's the smart money, people behind the scenes that know what's happening. Maybe they're front running it a little bit and saying, hey, now's the time. Because they like to wait till the last minute. They try and beat this thing down, all these assets down, and steal them from you, get them out of your hands until the last minute when it's like, okay, we can't do it anymore. Time to buy the rest. And then it's just a panic zone. I don't know, maybe that's where we're at. Somebody's putting money into it. Somebody wants to have these sound assets. It's not me, because I don't have any cash to put into it. Maybe this is $1 million paycheck. Publishers Clearinghouse. You've won. Nope. Apparently not. No, not that one either. Dang it. Nope, not that one either. Well, I'm effed. Why didn't I get one of those? Got one for the wife, one for the daughter, but not one for me? From the same place? What's going on here? Interesting. All right, I saw... All right, let's get to the football stuff. I don't talk about football much. The Chiefs lost last night with Taylor Swift in the house at Lambeau Field. The Packers put it to them. I always love it when the narrative gets, beat in the face and smashed in the face a little bit. Mr. Pfizer, double booster. And Taylor Swift both at the game last night, and the Chiefs were handed a loss. Isn't that too bad? I don't like it. I like the underdogs to kind of knock down the establishment now and then. It's always fun to watch. So that happened. We've got the college football, I don't know what they call it, playoffs. Were announced yesterday, the 4 teams that are going to be in the playoffs for the college championship. Because, well, we got number 1 Michigan, we got number 2 Washington, both undefeated, won their conferences. Now, the 3 and 4, they have 1 loss, and those 2 teams have played. Number 3 is Texas, and number 4 is Alabama. Roll Tide. And then Alabama was beaten earlier by Texas, I think the second game of the year, real early in the year, and that's their only loss. Texas had a loss to, I think, Oklahoma. Florida State did not get in, being undefeated. But apparently the criteria is the top 4 teams at the time, what this committee deems as the 4 strongest teams, 4 best teams in the country are the ones that get in. So that's who they picked. You can make the argument for Florida State and Georgia, but Georgia got beat by Alabama on Saturday, so, you know, it was a fresh beat, so I guess that's why they knocked them out. But a lot of people make the argument, hey, they're one of the 4 best teams in the country. Won 29 games straight. Doesn't that stand for something? 2 national championships in a row? Apparently not. Anyway, there's that little controversy. You gotta have a little bread and circus now and then, right? Keep everybody entertained, distracted from the collapse. I saw, this is indicative of our society. So many people now are detached from reality. I mean, you hear about keyboard warriors, people that, boy, they can talk, they can make all kinds of derogatory comments and, you know, really stand up for themselves and really say some things that they wouldn't say in public. They wouldn't say in the same room with you, face to face. But man, when they're on that keyboard, they are a warrior. And they can say a lot of things. And so you have that, you know, these people on social media that just, you know, talk crap all the time. But I think we're becoming a society, especially where, I don't even say younger generations. I don't want to be that old guy, because I see a lot of people that are even my age or not that young, much younger than I am, acting that way, actually acting foolishly, projecting themselves out onto the keyboard, onto the touch pads. I think as a society in general, let's just say that, we're becoming more and more disconnected from reality. This metaverse, this AI, these things that put us into this virtual world. And hey, trust me, we look at our kids and say, yes, the headlight's on. There's a story for you. Headlight was out, oh God, this weekend. Anyway, we're so disconnected from reality in so many ways, and we can say that, oh, the kids, they just don't know what reality is anymore. But I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I had a lot of screen time. I used to play on my my Windows computer. Excuse me, I apologize. It's Monday. I used to like Sim City. And I would be addicted to that. I'd stay up all night playing that. And so we look at our kids and like, why are you up all night on the iPad? What are you doing? What are you playing? This is not healthy. I remember doing the same thing. And look at me, I'm perfectly fine. I turned out just great. I know I love Sim City. I would play that crap all night. It'd be like the whole weekend. I mean, that's all. I'd get home from school. It's like, all I want to do is play Sim City and build stuff and build the city, the layouts. You know, they got about pipes and tracks and all this. And then, you know, you got to be a good mayor, raise taxes, lower taxes, put money to this or that, let this deteriorate, expand this. I mean, it was a good lesson. I mean, I enjoyed it. You know, it kind of gives you an idea of how to run something in a virtual way. So, I mean, it's not all that bad. I mean, it really isn't. You see kids playing Roblox. You see kids playing Minecraft. And I think about Minecraft. Well, the one thing it does teach you, it teaches you that you need money. You need to work for it. You need to mine something. You need to, like, build it. You have to get this tool to that tool. You got to create a tool, but it needs money to do it. And so, I don't know, it kind of gives you a virtual work ethic. All right, so we're all kind of virtual. We really are. We have virtual money. We have digital money. How many people carry cash around? How many people carry gold and silver around? Real money. And then how many people carry a a remnant representation of that silver in their pocket, being the Federal Reserve note, a remnant representation. You used to have a silver certificate. You could get, an ounce of silver or $1's worth of silver. Not so much. I can't do that anymore. Not from a bank anyway, on demand. And then we have the Federal Reserve note, so you're further detached from it. So now we've got digital cards, credit cards, and it's just completely made up money. A credit card is completely magic. And it just completely creates money out of nothing. Just poof, there it is. Now you have to pay it back, usually. But, it just creates it. Boom, on the spot. Poof. Makes the money. Poof. It's not like, let me dig, let me see what I got any silver left? No. Gold? No. Well, I guess I can't buy anything. No, wait, I got this magic trick. Boom, it creates this money. Credit card. Pew. All right. My point is we're all going virtual, going digital. So much so that sometimes we blur the line and don't realize that there is danger in the real world. It's not all virtual where you just put in another token or put in more credits and continue to play the game. There was a model in California. I don't know what beach it was on, but there are a lot of beaches out there that can be dangerous. I mean, the waves can get, swirling and pull you under, kill you. You have sharks out there too. So the model's doing a photo shoot. She's on these rocks and she's she got this blue dress on, long dress. And then she tries to get down into the rocks. And even before, she says, I'll record this in case I fall in. And then, of course, she gets in the water. Here, take a shot of me here. And then, whoosh, here comes the wave. I mean, the swirling waters. And you can see the choppy waters. You can see it right there before she even gets in. And then she gets in because she wants to get the shot. Next thing she knows, she disappears. The camera girl's like, oh, my God, I thought she was dead. Well, she went under and she did, so what she had to do, she had to hike up her long dress because it was pulling her under, all the weight of the water on it, all the way down, suck into your skin. She ties it up, hikes it up, and then she could kick. And she's a little cave thing she was hanging on to, and then she finally made it out, and you see the bruises on her arm where she got beat up into the rocks. And I'm thinking, and then afterwards she says, oh my God, I thought I was almost going to die. I didn't know if I was going to make it. And it was just crazy. I never thought that would happen. And I'm thinking, dummies, it is not a virtual photo shoot. There are real things that can hurt you. I mean, trying to get the shot, trying to take the selfie, trying to make the video, trying to go out in live action. Oh, look, here we are live with the Sasquatches, and 3 o'clock in the morning. You hear them? What do you think's, is that a safe thing to do? I mean, really, is it? I mean, is it a safe thing to do to go, hey, look, let me get near the lion's den or the monkey, the baboon, let me hop in there. You see people doing that. They get in there and they hop in and try and take a selfie with the baboons. For clout in a fake world, in a digital artificial world. What are you thinking? And so, yeah, I saw that and I'm just like, that pretty much sums it up. I don't want to be sweeping generalization, man, and say that everybody now is just completely disconnected from reality and living in a virtual world. It's the new Madonna, 2023 virgin. See, it's slipping out. Version. Like a no, stop. Living in a digital world. And that's where we're at right now. I used to be living in a material world. And that wasn't that long ago. It was like 1982, 83, I don't know, 40 years ago. Not that long ago. I remember it well. I remember those videos. Like a prayer, baby. So, you go from that time of, hey, I want all this stuff, I want all this physical things, material world, to where we are completely disconnected from that. And it is like more value is being placed in a digital world. And it really is. I watch my daughter play her game. It's like, hey, I'm going to earn these coins for trading these horses and all this stuff. And, the value that you get. And, I got this, it's rare. And, and all the games are the same that way. Gamified. And there's so much of a difference as far as that goes. The music, you don't hold it in your hand anymore. You don't have records. You don't have cassette tapes. You don't have DVDs. You don't have CDs. You don't have those things anymore, and it's all virtual. So we're putting our wealth, our energy, our stuff, our value into the digital world. And so before they hijack digital money, we might want to get some digital money that we can hold. in our possession, because you're going to have to use it for all this digital stuff. Because that's what's happening. That's where we're at. Now, physical, I'm all about the physical. I would rather go physical. I would rather go completely real peer-to-peer. Whereas here, I give you this, boom, give you that, out of here. But that's not necessarily always going to be the case, because we have to transact globally. We have to transact in different ways. And you do have a peer-to-peer option, though, in the digital world. It's not just credit cards. It's not just debit cards. It's not just what's on a platform, and that's what you use. No, you can hold your money in your wallet. You can hold the money, or the keys to the money, because the blockchain secures all the money. But you can hold the keys to the money in your own possession and transfer it. Boom, peer-to-peer. Scan a QR code. Blah, 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 blah. Scan the code, no time to load. Walking out the door. Big Swear song. Litecoin is right. Coin is a means of exchange. Go look it up. Search it up. Big Swear. Litecoin is the right coin. It's not just Litecoin. I like Litecoin because I know the solidness of it. I know what it is, and I know we're going to need privacy, and it's got a privacy feature built into it. Yes, Monero's fine. The problem is it's not as liquid. You can't just use it everywhere. You can do that with Litecoin, so it's the best of both worlds. You got Litecoin, and you got a good chunk of privacy there that you can use to say, nah, nobody can see what I'm sending. Nobody knows where I'm sending it to. Nobody knows where it came from. Nobody knows where it's going to. I love Digibyte. I love the Digibyte for its technology. I like the 5 algorithms. I think that's pretty cool, to where you can mine it in different ways. Seems to me that would be less hackable. What's the word for it? Attacked, because it takes a lot of resources, different resources. So, one mining farm can't just shut off and say, hey, I'm going to attack Digibyte. Well, it really doesn't matter, because you're just mining one algorithm out of 5. No matter how much hash power you have or how much horsepower you have, you can't crack that code because it's 1 out of 5 algorithms. You might take over 20% of it, and that's all you can do, because you took over all of that one algorithm on Digibyte. Okay, well, you need 51%. to get the majority. So anyway, very fast too, 15-second blocks. I want things that work. I like to hold them in my own possession where I can control them. I know we're going digital. So I like going to Digibyte. They work. They're quick. They're cheap to use. Anyway, been around. 12 years running nonstop plus for Litecoin. Same with Digibyte. Almost 10 years running next month. Crazy. January 10th, 2024. 10 years. Nonstop running. All right. Don't get crazy. Don't be swimming with the sharks. I mean, to get the photo shoot. I mean, it's just realize that we do live in a real world still. It's not all virtual. Even though they want to suck us into that and take our brains and plug it into the matrix. There are dangers out there. Physical dangers every day. It's the same with money. Don't think that you're going to live completely in the digital world and digital money is the only thing you need. Eventually, money has to be used for what it needs to be used for, and that's for you, your benefit, for you to breathe, live, eat, have shelter, have smoke cigars, whatever, have entertainment. You've got to be able to live in the real world is my point. So don't think that, don't treat digital money just like people have treated physical money to where you just hold it until your grave. Do something with it now. Make the world a better place. Make your life a better place, because if you are in a better situation as a person in real life, you're probably going to treat people better. And that has an impact. While you're here, you can make a difference. Or you can say, well, I'm just going to keep it until I die and give it to my kids. That's like, yeah, but then you're not around anymore. Maybe use a little bit of it while you're alive to be a better person and feel better. And, and if you're like that, if you're good anyway, then good. But I mean, it may keep you more free and, you eliminate some burdens in life, and it allows you to spend more time with your kids or allows you to spend more time with people. Then use it for a tool as that. I mean, you got to weigh that. All right. Hope you have a wonderful Monday. Love you all. Don't trust the vampires. Exit the vampire casino if you can, because it is a vampire casino. All right. Have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week. Love you all.